crazy outside. Sometimes in life, better off to hide. Half full cup I've had in the past, but I drank it all the way, threw down the glass. I can't believe it's gone now. Looking down, I can see the mess. If I tried to put the pieces back together, it would never be the same. Peering out through the window.
What's up, guys? It's Liquid, and this is show 1 of Vaping Decoded. Just so you know, this is not the first take. But this is going to be show 1. I'm trying to get all the levels all where they need to be, and it's a lot harder than it looks. So I don't think I gave Tyler enough credit. Because it is a heck of a lot harder than it looks. Anyway, welcome. Vaping Decoded, show 1. In my kitchen. So this is just a really quick video. I just want to make sure everything's working. I got everything plugged in properly, and the programs are all running properly, and seems to be working okay. Unfortunately, I'm not live because the internet that I have sucks. And I have to run a jetpack where I'm at. That's my internet in here in the middle of nowhere. I am not in town, so all future broadcasts will be in town, so I can jump on the internet and it can sound better. Anywho, show 1, Vaping Decoded. I'd like to say thank you to Chippy Corgill and Shell Hamill from Savada for donating the money for the new computer. Thank you very much. It's working. I've had a bazillion little cables and stuff that I didn't have that I had to get in order to make it run properly. Give me some more mic. And I got that up and running. Went to go plug everything in today to do my first show, and found out my monitor was completely smashed. I don't know what happened. It's brand new. So I had to hijack my son's TV so I could use that as a monitor. But it's working. It's taking a lot, but it's working. So hopefully everything sounds okay. Hopefully all the levels are okay. If they're not, please let me know. Just so you know, Vaping Decoded, this show and the for the YouTube page and the Facebook page is going to be designed specifically for, all the laws and everything that are proposed and trying to be passed and all that stuff, put in layman's terms is really what I wanted. And I've been working really closely with Frank Blankenship and Shell with trying to get that on some of the pages that I have, like my personal page, WTVC, and on Vaping Decoded. We're going to do that a little bit more on Vaping Decoded, so it'll be a more, what can I say, like a one-stop shop. So you'll be able to go there. If something's happening in your area, it'll be there, and it'll be in normal people terms, so you're not lawyer jargon, so you can read it and understand it, and take the following precautions that you do need to do. If you're not part of SAFADA or CASA or Vaping Militia yet, there's other ones out there, but those are the big 3. Please become members. It's not that hard. All you got to do is sign up and become active. If you are a vapor, or you have a family member that's a vapor, and you believe that it's helped them, then fight for it, because government's trying to take it away from us. Shame on you, government. See that dead hair right there? That's where Tyler would have been talking. So just so you know, too, Tyler will be popping in from time to time to help out with the show, as well as other guests too. So I will have co-hosts with me on every show. It's just I just wanted to make sure everything was running, and it seems to be working okay. So it's hard to do by yourself. I like working off of other people because it gives you time to think while they're talking and interact. I think it sounds a lot better. It makes for a better show. So this is pretty much just, like I said, a test show. If there's anything else you guys want to see on the show, if there's other things that you want to see on the page, please don't hesitate to let me know, because the show, after all, is for you. So, let me know. I want to know. I want to make it a place where you guys do want to go. The first place you go for whatever information. It doesn't have to be just information only. It could be, like new stores opening, or, you have somebody that, has an up-and-coming, liquid line that maybe you're trying to push out, and, we'll be able to help them out on that side. Before you go willy-nilly posting things up, please, get a hold of me first, because I don't want any backyard, bathtub liquid, be out there and somebody gets sick or anything like that. So things have to be approved before I'll let it out, and that's just only fair to everybody else. So, what else do I got? I do have a giveaway coming up. I got a whole line of Steam Factory that'll be given away. I think it's at 6, Nick. We'll be giving that away, and there'll be more giveaways on the show and stuff too. So make sure you guys do stay tuned. Like I said, the shows will be live like they were before. It's just right now I couldn't do it due to internet issues. I was dropping way too many frames per second, and they said, no, you're too slow. So, story of my life. So what's else going on? Let's see. I did go to Ohio. I know it's been a long time since I posted anything. Did go up to Ohio for my vacation. That was awesome. Had a great time. Met some really cool people, new people too, and some old friends. Went to go hang out at a couple of the shops that I really like out there, which is Infinite Vapor and Revolver. I do like the fellas out there. There's a ton of other shops that are showing up around there. Some of them good, some of them, not so good. So I'll leave that at that. There's a new shop that opened up here locally over in Midland, is JK Vapes. So that's a new shop. I haven't been over there yet to go check them out, but I do want to go over there and introduce myself, and maybe we'll do a broadcast from there one day. Let's see. The Vape Shack, they celebrated their 2-year anniversary a couple weeks ago, and it was just absolutely bonkers. I mean, there was wall-to-wall people from doorbell to doorbell, and I think out of the 13 hours that I worked there, 15 minutes I got to sit down, because it was just crazy. I mean, we did awesome. We signed up a whole bunch of new people to Savada and Casa. Got some new vapors that came in and hooked them up with their new setups, and helped them out and gave away a whole bunch of stuff, bunch of juice lines, bunch of e-liquid lines, hats and swag, and gave away some mods, and it was just a really good time. I think it was like 11:30 before everybody left in the evening, so I was really tired, but it was really worth it. So that was fun. Thanks to everybody that came out. Get ready for year 3. I did not make it to Summit. I did not make it to Blast, which really upset me. I really wanted to go to Blast last weekend. Corey from Boosted asked me to come on broadcast from his booth, but there was just no way with everything going on and lack of income right now. I wouldn't have been able to make it out there, and I'm sorry, Corey. I really do apologize, because I really wanted to make it out there and represent you and Boosted and the whole team, and I wasn't able to do it, and I really do apologize. So please forgive me. Let's see. Trying to think what else. There's so much stuff going on in the news. Like the crap that's going on in California, where they're trying to propose that they want to make a 30 ml bottle of e-liquid like $158 or something like that. Where I guess they're taking your average 808 cig, and there's like 1.2 mils of liquid in there, and that is equivalent to a pack or whatever of cigarettes. So they're trying to take that and multiply it by 30 to say that's how much the liquid should be. And what nobody's really talking about, which really upsets me, is there's a lot of liquids out here that don't use nicotine. There's other liquids out there that don't get their nicotine from a tobacco plant, and so how can you give it a tobacco tax if it's not even from a tobacco whatsoever? It's like saying you're gonna tax Snickers bars under the tobacco code because you feel like it. It doesn't make sense. So, but there's a lot of that going on. Poor Indiana, they're still dealing with all the crap that's going on with them. I have noticed also lately that it seems like more and more people are like less and less active when it comes to the whole vaping and all the laws and everything like that. It seems like more of you are like, okay, well, we'll worry about it later, or hopefully somebody else fights for it. Don't do that, please. Stay active, stay informed, and make sure that you talk to as many people as you can to get them set up and get them active too, because that's what they're waiting on. They're waiting on us to drop our guard, and we're slowly doing that right now. We need to stop. We need to stop doing that. We need to, put our guards back up. We need to become active. We need to become informed, which is the one thing they really don't want you to do. They being, big tobacco and government, is to be informed. Because when you're informed, you can inform other people. And once that starts, that's a huge cascading effect. And before you know it, people are making the right decisions. And God forbid, people make an informed decision, not a decision, based out of fear. And what I mean by fear is, the things that you're hearing in the news about, this kid died because, of vaping. And you go to read into it and find out that it's a baby that, drank a 30 ml bottle of e-liquid at 18, Nick. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. But it's also horrible if the parents didn't put the stuff away and use the proper precautions to protect their e-liquid and their children. So, are you gonna ban the little, gonna ban detergent because children eat that? That's happened too, and we just kind of brush that under the table. And there's a ton of other things, there's things that we're doing on our side too that are horrible. The cloud chasing, in places where you shouldn't be cloud chasing, it's not a right. Okay, it's a privilege to be vaping in certain areas. I know there's a lot of places, a lot of you guys out there where you can't vape anywhere. And, that sucks. But there are still places here, even in Texas and, locally and stuff like that, where there's bars and there's different places that will allow vaping, but it has to be, vaping, not cloud chasing. And, we're getting some lugheads that are going in there and they're cloud chasing, thinking it's their right. I'm not saying everybody's doing it. It's the few. But the few are still representing the whole. And that's what we need to stop that, Keep your cloud chasing for the house. Keep your cloud chasing for the vape shop, or for the competitions and stuff like that. And I mean, that's where it needs to be. It doesn't need to be at the restaurant. It doesn't need to be at the roller skating rink. It doesn't need to be in the mall or any of those other places, movie theaters and what have you. Just because you're able to do it doesn't mean it's your right to do it wherever you want. And just think. Be an adult about it. You have to be an adult to do this stuff. Let's not act like kids when we're doing it. So that's my public service announcement from me to you. So make sure that you listen. I mean, that's all you need to do, man. It's just use a little bit of common sense, and we'll all be okay. But we need to get together. We need to band together. We need to do things to let our local government know that we are vapor. Because I know it sucks for California, and California's been on the map, but I'm sure there's people like in your town locally that are vapors. And maybe nothing's really been said yet in your town. Be proactive. Talk to your councilman, and let them know where you stand and why you stand there. See if you can get a town hall meeting going, or a round table or something, or a march or something. To prove that, or to show that there's more than just a couple of people that are scattered around that are vaping advocates, because a lot of us know that this has saved our lives. And we need to let them know that. And if we can do that ahead of time, as opposed to trying to explain why we did it after it became out, come up on the radar for them, maybe it'll look a little better for us. I don't know. I'm just one person, just one view, and that's all I got to say about that. Trying to think of what else is going on. Let's see. I got to review some new products that are being carried here locally at the stores, and one of them was the Smoke TFV4, which is a really cool tank. That's a dripper. It must run like a dripper. I mean, the atomizer is as big as my thumb, and they got tri-coils and quad coils. Excuse me. And we were running it at, was it 125, 135 watts, just constant tugs on it, and no dry hits, no anything. So that works really well. Plus it's a top fill, which is really cool. You're going to be seeing a lot of that. I think you're going to be seeing more and more, these tanks coming out that are going to be top fill, because it just makes sense. So big ups to Smoke for doing that. Also the Yule Crown, not as big, not as has a huge vapor, but the one thing it does not sacrifice is flavor. For $39.99. That's also another top fill tank. I ran that for like 3 or 4 days, and that thing was great. I ran it at a 0.5, and it comes with 0.25s, 0.5s, and then some of them come with the nickel coil. I did not run the nickel coil, but I ran the 0.5, and the thing was awesome, and I handed it off to a couple other coworkers, and they're going to be doing their subsequent videos on that too. And you'll be able to go over to my page on YouTube, over on WTVC, and check those out. So that is it, man. Just a really quick video. Just want to make sure everything was working okay. It seems to be working okay. I'm sorry it wasn't live, but you guys will be able to watch it and you'll be able to comment on it. If you have any comments for me, please, hit me up. Let me know if there's something you want to see on the show, or, there's something that you want to hear on the show. I'll see what I can do to get them up there. I'll be doing a lot more traveling with this one. The rig's a little bit more compact, so it's easier to move around. And, Tyler's not gone, so don't write him off. He's just doing his own thing. Actually, I'll be doing an interview for him. He's a juice maker now. He's got a line out, and this line's pretty cool. It's called Retro, and Retro E-Liquid, and 30 mil bottles, $10, and that's not wholesale. That's RRP. So you'll be talking to him, and we'll be taking some questions and stuff like that. I will be doing a full review of the line. I'm supposed to get it from him today, but I didn't make it into town. But I will. I'll be there really soon. Hopefully this weekend. Maybe I'll head out to his house this weekend and we can do a show from there. But that's what I got, guys. Like I said, please give me information if you need to, and let me know what you want, because after all, the page is for you. If you want to come on the show, let me know. We can work something out too. I think that'll be fun. I got some modders that I want to interview, some other juice makers I want to interview, and with, of course, Shell and Frank and Chip and everybody else too. We'll get them on and see what they're doing and see how their lives going. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being so patient, and thank you for waiting. This is show 1. I know it really sucked, but it'll get better. I promise. And I got to do 2 things at once. It's crazy. There we go. Alrighty, guys. We will see you next time. Until then, we got to do it the right way. Got vape.
Get a break, or you hold your breath for too long away, or you're working hard for too little pay, and no one ever sees things your way. Well, it's time you let out that deep breath. You may have gotten your feet too wet, but it's never hard to clean up that mess. Relax, things will start to make sense. Can I get a witness for all the right that I do? Can the wrong go unnoticed despite the payback that follows through? Could I just close my eyes when the policeman comes back? Can I blink and become invisible? I'll spread my wings and fly high, high, high. Yeah, yeah. Spread my wings and fly high. So high, can I get a witness one time? Alright.